Hi, my name is Bill Duffert. I am 26 years old and I'm from Ramsey, Minnesota. Throughout my life, I've always stayed close to the Catholic Church due to the encouraging nature of my parents. As a family, we always attended Sunday Masses together, and I attended Catholic school from kindergarten all the way through college. Although I had a deep affinity for the Catholic faith, it was not until my junior year of college that I remember feeling as though God was calling me to become a priest. I was an undergrad, living on my own, having fun in the college setting, but I was experiencing a lack of joy. In between classes, I can remember going into the on-campus chapel and sitting in silence or writing in my journal. Journaling during this time brought about strong moments of reflection, and my prayer became more of a conversation with Christ. And Jesus used this dialogue to bring me closer to his sacred heart and to draw me closer to the path that God set before me. But one day I decided to ask God to be absolutely clear with me as to my vocation. I wanted to grow in holiness. I wanted to grow closer to Christ, but at the same time I had a comfortable life. I had plans of having a family. I remember thinking to myself, okay, God, you have to be completely honest with me. I'm going to ask you one time, are you really calling me to become a priest? Are you sure about this? As much as I tried to ignore it, the answer was clearly a yes. But not wanting to hear that, thinking that I knew what was best for my life, I tried to distract myself with a move to Arizona and a new job as a teacher. It took 3 years before I was vulnerable enough to hear God ask me again. In a moment of confession, a priest, seemingly out of nowhere, asked me if I had ever thought about becoming a priest. It was during the sacrament of reconciliation, so I could not lie to this priest. I had to admit to him, Father, I've been thinking about this for 3 years now. What do I do? As much as I did not want to, I had to admit to myself that stirring in my heart never really went away. Weekly adoration, including the many vigils my mother prayed on my behalf, and a considerable amount of discernment that followed that confession experience, helped soften my heart and draw me even closer to Christ. With the importance for me to be close to my family, I left Arizona and moved back to Minnesota to serve in the Archdiocese of St. Paul and Minneapolis. I've grown fond of the opportunities to serve rural and urban communities. However, I have a difficult obstacle to overcome before I can do that as a spiritual father. That obstacle is my student loan debt, which I am required to be free from before I enter the seminary. Our communities are in such a need for men to become priests, and I want to answer that call. And it is with humility that I pray you will assist me and my fellow Labouré Society aspirants in our hopes of fulfilling our religious callings. I also encourage you to pray for your own vocations, that Christ, who is the way, the truth, and the life, will guide you to the Father's will. To learn more, I invite you to contact me at bill@laboreaspirant.org. Thank you and God bless.